Okay. How about that? Holy, let's look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Hey guys, Sax here. I have now acquired another 99 failsafe engrams. And so you're here and chat's here, and we are going to pull them. And here's what we're doing. We are doing straight copium. We're trying to get the high mobility and then intellect armor for the next system. So I've said this a couple times recently on stream, but we'll say it again tonight. What's going to happen with our current stats on armor? You are going to see the mobility stat is going to turn into the new weapon stat. Resilience is going to go away. Everyone's just going to have base 100 resilience, and then it's going to be converted into what's known as the health stat. And then we're going to have recovery, which is going into the class stat, which will decide how fast your rift on warlock comes back, your wall on titan, and then your dodge on hunter. You're going to have a discipline. For your discipline's going to go into grenade. Your intellect will go into a new super mod or super stat, and then finally you're going to have a melee, which will go take from the strength armor stat. So what we're trying to do is we are going to focus and we're going to do mobility on our ghost shell, and then that is going to allow us to guarantee we have a high stat mobility spike, and then what we're looking for is a high stat intellect. So I have 99. I was told earlier by some of the folks in my chat that when you focus, if you go to do this, you do not want to focus here. You want to specifically choose the armor pieces. Now, obviously don't do the mark because you're not going to have stats on the marks. So we're going to do these various pieces. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'll probably do is I'm going to, first off, I'm going to get rid of the additional pieces that I have in here. And then we are going to, we'll start with helmet. We'll go from there, see what we can get, and then we'll equip whatever the highest is. So maybe what we do, we know we're going to get 40 pulls and we have 4 slots. So maybe we just do 10 of each. How about that? We'll give that a shot. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move systematically through. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fill it out that way. And then we'll check after a few of them because I don't want to keep hammering ones that we, if we get something good. So here we go. We're going to go do it now. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one more round. The only problem is these are going to the postmaster. Let's see here. Should have checked that before. Can I grab any of these? Let me see. Okay, so I can't. Whew, good. Just gonna get these things out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's check our helmets here. So we're looking for, what we want is 65 and above stat roll, high mobility first off, and then we want high intellect as our second. Now, if you don't know how this works as well, when you get randomly rolled armors, you're typically going to have one that's spiky in the top 3. So meaning mobility, resilience, recovery. You could have up to 2, but right now we know we're forcing mobility, and then you're going to have an assortment of them from the bottom as well. So what we're hoping for is a high mobility, high intellect, and then maybe like for the Titan, you get a high melee would be awesome. So let's check this here. First one, mobility discipline, very spiky here. Mobility discipline again. It's not really what we're looking for, game. And mobility discipline. Okay, so we'll hold on to the first one. And let's see here. Okay, so let's check arms. Mobility, intellect. Okay, that's a good one. A lot of mobility there with intellect and strength. I like that one a lot. Okay, then mobility discipline again. So that's not terrible. Okay, so let's, this one right here is our best one so far. Mobility, intellect, and then strength, kind of moving down the way. Okay, mobility, intellect, strength. It's a good split. This one is trash. I could get rid of that, but I'm not going to just yet. And then mobility, strength. Okay, that's a lot of strength there. So that would be a high weapons, high melee class. And then this is the other thing you want to think about. The reason we're rolling for this armor is that there are only going to be 6 different archetypes of potential armor sets in the Edge of Fate. So meaning that you'll have this Bulwark, Gunner, Specialist, Paragon, Brawler, or Grenadier. And so you will get where your first one, like in this instance right now, we're doing Mobility as our first, which would be, you know, equivalent to weapons. So in theory, in the next system, the only thing we could get would be Grenade. You'd be specific to weapons and Grenade. Or you could get class and weapons, sorry. So that would be like recovery first and then recovery and then mobility. So like in this system. So you can see right here, we don't have any archetype that has super as a second and then mobility is your first. So just something to keep in mind. So let's look at the legs real quick. We'll look here. High mobility, resilience, discipline. That's not a good roll at all for us. This is a high mobility, discipline, strength. Not a good roll either. We're gonna need some more legs. And then this is a mobility, discipline. That honestly, legs are really lacking right there. So we're gonna go here, and I'll just have to. Maybe I'll scrub through the footage. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the stuff I don't need. We had. Let's see here. Yeah. See, I think I need more helmets. See, that's a 62 roll, which stinks, but it's, you know, it's pretty nice there. I'll hold on to that one. I'll hold on to these two, but I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm not here for discipline. I'm here for those. 64, 65, 63. That's a pretty good. I kind of like that. So that will be a weapons melee roll. We got a weapons melee. This one's too intermingled. We get rid of that. And then this one is a weapons super melee. So we'll hold on to that as well. Okay, so I need more helmets. Currently, I need more helmets and legs. So let's do 3 of each of those. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's check the helmets first. Okay, so this is weapons, super, melee. This one's too intermingled with other stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And then same thing for this one. So this one here is the closest. I'm gonna drop on some of the stuff that is actually synergistic to kind of give it an idea. So let's see here. Take that, would take this. And then we have, this one's bad. This one's bad. Man, what's up with the legs? Rough legs. Okay. So we're gonna do 3 more legs here. Mobility, no, that's not great. Okay. I guess they're just dropping 29 recovery on me. So I'm actually not pressed about, I'm pretty happy with getting a piece of armor that has recovery on it, because that's going to convert to the class ability, and then that's going to give me my wall back more. So just something to think about there. Yeah, so I'll get rid of that. That is by far honestly, that's one of the strongest pieces I've gotten yet. Just to put the fit on, I'm gonna put this piece on as well. So this is actually a pretty nice armor set, guys. All right, let's see where we're lacking. So we got a 64 helm, 64 arms, 60. Okay, so the only thing we're sitting higher than is on the legs now. So they were our sleeper pick originally. I'm gonna get rid of all this other stuff here. I'm gonna regret this at some point. All right, so let's look here. And so we said what? We're gonna do helmet, arms, and chest. So let's do 2 for each of them. helmet, arms, and chest. So yeah, that's 2 spread across. I'm looking for the spikes. We're looking to go very spiky here. So that one can go away. Even though it's a 66 roll, we're looking, want the spikes. Bad roll as well. We're gonna need more helmets. We have mobility, discipline, intellect. See, that's 2 intermingled. Okay, so a 64 mobility, recovery, intellect, strength. Honestly, what's the difference here? We got, I'm gonna get rid of these 2 because I don't need them. So we drop, this is the new one. So 23, 24. So we've split those, but we got some recovery and strength there. So, okay, I think that is a better one. And then we have chest pieces here. So we got high mobility, high strength. Okay. High mobility, intellect, strength, and recovery. Okay, I like that one a lot. I would say it's probably better than that one. I'll get rid of these 2 in the middle here. So right now we're sitting at, let me make sure I don't have anything on here. We're sitting at 85 super, 96 mobility, and 37 for the class, 48 for strength. So, all right, we're still not cooking quite yet. So we need better helmet, arms. Realistically, we need all 3 of the top slots still. We're just making do with what we got. So let's do 2 more for the top 3 slots. All right, here we go. See, mobility, discipline. I'm not looking for discipline. Yeah, it's only 63. A 68? See, that's a lot of stats, but they're just not where I want them. I am gonna hold on to a 68 roll though. So we are certainly gonna hold on to that. Let's do 64. Okay, straight up mobility, strength. We do have some resilience in there. I don't want resilience, but yeah, it's not better than the other. They're just flipped by 1. So we'll get rid of this. Mobility, 21, intellect, and strength. That's actually not terrible. Okay, that one's not good. So this one's not bad. It's gonna drop our intellect by a significant margin. All right, let's see here. We want mobility, intellect, strength. So that's 26 in the weapon stat. So that would bring us up to 98 there. Mobility, intellect, strength. It's a lot of strength. Okay, so that would bring us up. Okay, so that would push us. Now I know that they're not doing the exact same system, so it's not like a tiered system, but 91 is technically better than what we were at. We're getting really near that. All right, let's see here. So I think I've equipped, is what that basically just flips over. Yeah, that gives me like extra strength there. Okay. Still, realistically, still looking for the top 3 slots. Let's see what our weakest is. What's our weakest slot? So I have too much discipline and strength here. So helmet might be, yeah, I think helmet is. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 3 helmets real quick. All right, let's check them. So we got, nope, bad. Nope, bad. Damn. Let's do 2 more. No good. No, I don't want to sacrifice. So I'm at 26, 16, 12. Yeah, that would be 23, 16, 12. And it's down to a 61. No, thank you. Okay. Gonna do... Damn. So if I could get that... Because that actually puts me at 100 there. Straight up 100 mobility. 28. And then the discipline gets... I mean, it's not terrible. But okay, let's move on to... Let's move on. Let's do some... I think we can get higher than a 61. I know for sure we can get a higher than a 61. Let's do some chess pieces. Okay. Okay. How about that? Holy. Let's look at that. Holy, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, nuke this from existence. Yeah, guys, I think we're done with chess pieces. We're gonna lock that. All right, so we're sitting at 104. So let's see now, because that's kind of made up for some things. Let's see. Yeah, if I swap that in. So that gets me over 100 here. 30. I'm super close to double 100s on this just base. Like I don't have anything put in there. So let's look here. What's our weakest? Arms and helmet. So they're both pretty rough. So for helmet, I would need, yeah, if I could get spiky, if I can get that same distribution, I mean, it's gonna be sick. All right, let's do helmet. I'm gonna do 2. Okay, that's more mobility, but I think it's less intellect. Yeah, it is. Dang. Okay, I need to get rid of some of these because I'm getting confused. Okay, so let's do a couple more helmets. I guess I'm at the point where I'm gonna do one at a time, one pull at a time. I mean, 67 roll is a nice piece of armor, but just not doing it for me. Oh, I saw the spikes. I thought it was. I got 3 more, guys. 3 more. See, yeah, that's the problem. It drops me there. Now, technically, so let me see here. So technically, when I masterwork it, I will go above 100. So let's do. I still think I'm weakest on my helmet, and the reason I say that is, as a Titan, I'm not really using any kind of exotic on my helmet. But sometimes I will use arms, and sometimes I will use my class item. Oh, come on, game. Give me that 30 spot in an intellect, and that would have been beautiful. That's pretty nice roll there. Because I can now basically, I mean, let's see here. All right, let's do one more. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Okay. So let's figure this out. We got the highest distribution. What I'm trying to figure out right now is the highest combination. I think I already have it on, but we're going to feel it out. So the highest mobility, we'll just throw the highest mobility on first. That's 105. So that'd be 105 in the weapon stat, and then 88 there. No masterworking. If we do this one here, that would bring me down to 99 and 103, and then a masterwork that would bring it all up pretty significantly. If I do, yeah, see, that's going to drop me too low across the board there. So let's do this one here. So 95, 97. All right, we're going to go ahead and, because I want to see what the full stat roll is here. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. It's interesting. It's been a minute since I did anything like of this sort. So this is what I was able to come up with just echoes. I don't have any mods on here because I don't remember off the top of my head how this is going to work. But like in theory, you know, I could drop weapon mods or things of that sort to boost and go up from there. So I was able to hit 107 fully masterworked, and then 40 in the recovery for class, 40, I guess, so 41, 43, because I'm too used to the fact that like these would be wasted stats, and then 111 in the super. So I am going to get a buff there because I'm over top of the 100. And then let's see here. So if I did so if I just leaned all the way in here, I mean, I guess it's just going to take me up by 50 points, right? So you could, in theory, have 157. We also could be in a situation where, and probably would be in a situation where I'm taking, you know, I'm putting an exotic class item on. And then I have, you know, I could go like this and hit a solid 160 with a 110. I mean, that's pretty strong. That's a pretty strong showing there. Yeah, I think we've got the idea for this video. So the basis of it, just the TLDR very end of it, is what we are doing is we're coming to failsafe. We're interacting with her. And then we're going to come over here. Make sure you don't just grab these ones. It's going to be enticing, but here, I'll show you. I'll use this one just to show you. This is what I was told, that these are low stats. If you do just the random piece, they are low stat points. You can see 52, whereas all my other ones, this one was, you know, significantly higher, 66, 66, 68. So you want to make sure you don't just do the one-offs. You want to specifically, so that means if you have 99 engrams like I did, you're going to get, you know, 49, 48, whatever it is. So you'll be able to get that out of it. You can hold on. You can do more activities. We have a couple weeks here. So if I get more of them, I will probably focus in. I'm pretty happy with this Titan set. I'll look into Warlock. I think my Hunter is going to be in a good place. So guys, I hope this has been informative for you. If it has, like and share the video. Maybe subscribe to the channel because we got more stuff coming down the pipeline. Until next time, be blessed, y'all.